Hey guys, um, so for today in this video, I wanted to talk about um, rejections. Okay, so madalas yan sa buhay natin. We get rejected a lot of times, or we reject people or situation a lot of times also. But for me, ang masashare ko about my experience about rejections is I remember dun sa previous company ko, I started off as an operations supervisor for a sales department. So, of course, nagpa-tenure muna ako. Siguro mga after more than a year as an operations supervisor, I tried applying for a manager role. So, it's a higher role. So, hindi ako pinalad. So, at first, I thought, siguro hindi lang ako ready. Okay? So, hindi pa ako ready or meron pa ako mga skill sets na kulang. So, sabi ko, okay, fine, that's okay. And then, nagpa-tenure pa ako ulit. So, nag-aral pa ako or nagpa-gain pa ako ng experience. And, syempre, nag-network din ako. So, meaning, I made myself known pa in other departments or with other people who are higher in rank. And then, so on my, I think it was second year or my third year in the company as an operations supervisor, nag-apply ulit ako. So, this time, I was confident already na I have what it takes na because, of course, nako-compare ko rin yung ibang managers and I know how they work. And then, sabi ko sa sarili ko, kaya ko na yan. Mas magaling naman ako dun, sabi ko. So, nag-apply ulit ako. Hindi na naman ako tinanggap. So, then I got frustrated and naging bitter ako. Sabi ko, ba't ba hindi ako natatanggap? Is there a political battle against me? Are people not accepting me just because may narinig sila about me, rumors about me? I kept on saying na, but I do well in whatever I do, ganyan. So, it was a hard blow for me kasi nga, second ko na nga na beses na sinubukan. So, wala naman ako magagawa, diba? So, I was back to my same role. I mean, one of the things or one of the greatest things in applying internally is even if you don't get a job, you still maintain the current job or you still get to keep the current job that you have. So anyway, and you still continue earning. So anyway, naisip ko, maybe I lack experience in other areas because all this time, nung panahon na yun, ang experience ko lang was operations. So, I said, maybe I need to be exposed also in quality. So, ayun, nag-apply ako for an opening in the quality department. So, I applied for a quality supervisor role. It was a lateral move or a lateral movement. So, not a lot really change sa compensation ko. Siguro nagka-increase konti lang. Pero, when it comes to the job role, it's still a supervisor level. So, I still tried it because it was something new and it gave me a new challenge. So, I wanted a new challenge also because I've been doing the operation supervisor role for sales for 3 years already. So, medyo nagiging na siya for me. My comfort zone. So, I wanted to break that. So, ayun, lumipat na ako sa quality department. And it was truly a new whole experience for me. So, I stayed there for a year and then nag-apply naman ako for I think I stayed there for a year and a half or 2 years. And then nagkaroon ng new project. And then they needed a project manager, or rather a project head for that new project. So I think it was a business analyst role. So sabi ko, magpi-PM ako doon. So nag-apply ako doon. So during that time, I was about to resign already, but my boss spoke to me and then offered me that project. So yung project na yun, it's a project management role, or project monitoring and project management role. So it's a totally new project, an automation for the company. So nag-apply ako doon. And so, nagkaroon ako ng experience sa sales or sa operations. And then, nagkaroon din ako ng experience sa quality. Actually, during my quality stay, I also had experience handling at the training team, because during that time, nag-maternity leave yung kapartner ko for training. She handled training, and then I backed up for her. So, nagkaroon din ako ng experience handling a training team. So, nagiging padagdag yung experience ko. And then, I moved to the project management role as a business analyst. So, it was a totally new experience also for me, a new challenge for me. And then, na-realize ko all of these things, even if lateral move siya, I was very, very appreciative of all of the exposure, the learning, the failure, the challenges, because I think it made me grow. And yung lahat ng mga nakuha kong experience, na-realize ko, those are the skill set that I needed. That's why hindi ko pa makuha yung role na manager. Kasi, how many times did I apply for the manager role? I got rejected 4 times, right? So, you can just imagine yung frustration ko for not getting the manager role. But then, I patiently waited, and while I was waiting for my chance, I was also continuously learning, accepting new challenges. Even if it was a lateral move, hindi nagbabago so much yung sweldo ko. I took on the challenge na ganon, exposure and new learning. And then, so after 7 years in the company, there was an opportunity sa different company, na nandun yung boss ko, na lumipat na dun yung boss ko. So, she offered that to me. And then I applied, and then I had to go through I think 9 interviews before I finally got the job. And then I was a manager there. So not only was I handling an operations team, but I also handled QAs, and then I also handled programmers. So if you take a look at the bigger picture, my experience that I gained in the previous company as an operator, and then also as a quality, and then also for the programmers as a business PM or a project manager, all of those I was able to use in that managerial role I got dun sa next company ko. So can you just imagine how everything fell into place for me? Kung hindi ko na-gain yung experience na yun, yung mga lateral movement, how would I be successful in that role that I got in the new company, right? So if you, can you just imagine na sobrang sakto at swak niya? So God was really preparing me. He was telling me, it's not yet time. Hindi ka pa handa. So magpa-expose ka muna. Learn new things first before makuha mo, or before ko talaga tunay na ibigay sa'yo yung ginugusto mo. So how many years? After how many? 5 years na naghanda ako and for that role. And you know what? Even in that new job, wala akong increase. Actually, kung nagka-increase man, neto lang siya. Yung take home ko actually dun sa previous company ko is bigger because may night diff ako. But in my new company, wala namang night diff eh. And then, I didn't get the luxury of having two 2 regional holidays, like the PH holiday, and then also the NA holidays. Wala nun dun sa new job ko. Yes, I got the managerial role, but a lot of the perks, wala. But, I still thought na magrereklamo pa ba ako, but when in fact, ito yung inasam-asam ko or pinag-pray ko. So, I stayed with them and so I also gained experience until eventually, nakausap ko ulit yung previous boss ko from my previous company also. And then, he offered me a senior manager role. So, can you just imagine how super God was paving the way for me to be where I am right now as a senior manager, handling an operations team, handling or also an individual contributor for projects. So, lahat ng ginain kong experience, nagagamit ko hanggang ngayon sa new role ko. And ang new learning ko is now I'm exposed also to the BPO setup, yung call center setup. And also, I got to handle or learn handling facilities concern, logistics concern. So, it's a continuous learning process for me. Kahit na how many years na ako sa pagtatrabaho in this industry. A lot of rejections, definitely. So you can just imagine kung how much our challenges, our rejections, lahat ng paghihirap, all of these things, they brought us, or they brought me to the success that I am experiencing right now. So kahit na 99% failure, 99% rejection, all of those things, they will bring you to that 1% success that you are working hard for. Okay? So, mas masarap ang success if you realize all of those failures will really bring you to where you are right now. So, wag niyong i-reject or wag niyong katakutan yung mga paghihirap, yung mga obstacles, yung mga failure. That's really part of the whole process. If you wanna be successful, if you wanna achieve your goals, you really need to accept. You really need to be responsible for your failures, challenges, all of the bad stuff. You need to roll up your sleeves and do the dirty job talaga. For you to get where you are right now. Ang success naman, it's not overnight. Kahit na manalo ka sa loto, mapapansin mo, mauubos din naman yung pera na yun. Kasi, hindi mo pinaghirapan diba? Unlike yung pera na pinaghirapan mo, iipunin mo, titipirin mo, kasi alam mo na pinaghirapan mo yun. Alam mo kung ano yung hirap para makuha mo yun. So, that's just my sharing for today. It's a little bit longer than usual. But I think I wanted to give the full details of my journey in my career. Maybe mapulutan nyo ng aral. Okay? So, thank you so much, guys. Take care. Be safe. It's a Monday again. So, let's start the week right. Okay? Let's be life-giving and always do our best to be happy and positive always. Take care. Bye!